Well, certainly if you're part of a corporation or any kind of business entity, you need to have an attorney respond to the complaint. In Florida, corporations or representatives of corporations are not allowed to represent the corporations unless, of course, they're attorneys. So an attorney has to answer the complaint and possibly file what are called affirmative defenses, and maybe file a counter complaint or a cross complaint if there are other third parties that need to be brought in. Yeah, the first step is to have the attorney come in and file those documents and those pleadings to make sure that the company does not have a default judgment entered against it, because basically what a default judgment means is that as long as the plaintiff presents some proof in the case, then there will be no defense by the defendant because they failed to answer in a timely manner unless you get the default set aside. So definitely needs to be a lawyer that's hired, either one that works for the company in-house or hire an attorney that works for an outside firm to make sure that those pleadings are filed on behalf of the business, which would be the defendant in that case, and possibly a counter plaintiff if there's a countersuit, and then help to really guide the company through the litigation, which can become very, very complex, and there may be possibilities of settling the case early. So it just depends on the nature of it. But certainly if companies served with the lawsuit, they need to have an attorney, and they need to have an attorney either on hand quickly, or they need to hire one quickly to be able to respond, because typically in state court in the state of Florida, you have 20 days in which to file your answer and affirmative defenses, or a motion to dismiss if the complaint is facially defective, or at least there's an argument that could be made that it's facially defective. And if you don't file that, like I said, then you could have a default judgment entered against you. So definitely need to retain counsel if you are part of the management or ownership of a company that is served with a lawsuit.